Now, after this piece of good fortune at the Fujikawa River, Yoritomo wanted to chase his Taira enemies back to Kyoto, but his fellow leaders of the eastern clans said no. We're not strong enough yet, we don't know how strong the Taira are, and we don't want to leave our strongholds undefended. So Yoritomo was forced to acquiesce and wait for a better opportunity to take the battle west to the Taira. But that opportunity came sooner than he thought, and I'll read to you what happened next. While the troops were encamped upon the banks of the Kisogawa, a dramatic incident occurred. A youthful samurai of dignified and noble mien suddenly appeared in the camp and requested an interview with Yoritomo. The new arrival proved to be the famous Yoshitsune, 9th son of Yoshitomo, and under these circumstances, Yoritomo beheld for the first time the face of his youngest brother. So, where had Yoshitsune been for the previous 20 years? Well, much of his childhood is now shrouded in myth and legend, but what is agreed as historical fact is that his poor mother was forced to give him up in infancy by the tyrannical Taira leader Kiyomori. Kiyomori did allow Yoshitsune to live, but it was on the understanding that his mother returned Kiyomori's favour with favours of her own. Yoshitsune, as a baby, was packed off to a mountain temple outside Kyoto, and the monks who were charged with taking care of him were strictly ordered not to let him learn martial skills and not to let him learn of his heritage as the son of the leader of the Minamoto. These carefully laid plans of the Taira, though, didn't come to fruition because, according to legend, the young Yoshitsune befriended the king of the Tengu, the mountain goblins of Kurama, and they told him that he was Yoshitomo's son, and they also schooled him in the ways of the warrior. Didn't you, fellas? Newly emboldened, Yoshitsune decided to go on an adventure to Kyoto, the imperial capital. But when he arrived, he found his way blocked by a warrior monk, a fierce brigand known as Benkei. Benkei was unbeaten in combat, and he challenged young Yoshitsune to a duel. But Yoshitsune, now with the training of the Tengu behind him, gladly accepted and gave Benkei a beating he didn't expect. But instead of sulking, Benkei, hugely impressed by this young fighter, swore to follow him even until death, and their friendship became one of the greatest stories in Japanese folklore. Further emboldened by defeating Benkei and acquiring his friendship, Yoshitsune decided to escape from the Taira and the imperial capital up to the domain of Hidehira, the lord of the northern Fujiwara. The noble lord Hidehira, like Benkei, took a shine to Yoshitsune and decided to befriend, protect and train him in the ways of the warrior. And so it was, although still youthful when he arrived at the camp of his older brother Yoritomo in 1180, Yoshitsune was ready to take the battle west. And so it was agreed that Yoritomo would remain in the eastern stronghold of Kamakura, directing the campaign, while his dashing younger brother Yoshitsune would lead the army west. And so the two Minamoto brothers newly united, went to the shrine of their ancestor, the warrior god Hachiman, to pray for victory, and resolved to take the war west to Kyoto and the strongholds of the Taira.